somewhere, and Manchester United started all over again today, here in Pêche.
European night it may be, but we'll still be going to all the old familiar places. That's why the series is called Granada Soccer Night, for the North, from the North, and for North Wales as well, and for all of you over there. Up with the Manchester United fans, the road to Pêche via Budapest, a 4.5-hour coach trip.
It's thirsty work getting from Manchester to Pêche, 2.5 hours on a plane, 4 hours on a coach. You need a very good reason to make a trip like that. These lads have got one.
Manchester, la, 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 Manchester, la, 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 Manchester, la, la, Manchester.
Manchester United's return to foreign shores was reason enough for close on 500 fans to wend their various ways to southern Hungary. Some arrived thirstier than others.
Well, I've come on the cheapest trip you'll ever find coming here. £49 flight, Yugoslavia to Pula, return 8 days, and £14 on the train.
Just tell me how you got here.
Train to Vienna from Ostend, and we sailed down the Danube. Hydrophile, a car in Budapest, drove in.
The supporters who found alternatives to the club's own there and back in the day trip, mainly because it was beyond their pockets, ran a gauntlet of bad publicity. They arrived in Pêche without tickets, defeating segregation plans and undermining United's carefully laid plans.
If the club have organised a trip from day one that was cheap enough, there'd have been a lot on it.
Yeah. But they outpriced, right, people like us, because they call us, right, hooligans. We're not hooligans.
When you're married with 4 kids, you've got one salvation. That's Manchester United.
Back in downtown Pêche, the local fans were tuning up too. The tide of Western Europe has already washed against the ancient walls of this quiet market town, but only gently. It's surprising what you discover when you travel, particularly when you travel with Manchester United. Now, what on earth are you lot doing here? Where are you from?
Blackpool.
I don't know if anybody's told you, but you're all dressed as Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Santa Claus is from Hungary.
Well, St. Nicholas, you see, St. Nicholas originated in Hungary, so I thought it was quite apt that we continue the local tradition.
Have you been received locally?
Superb, no problems.
Everybody loves us.
So this was the modest setting for an away match of colossal importance, the 17,000 capacity municipal stadium in Pêche. The Hungarians were not without their own potential for trouble. There were stabbing incidents in Budapest last year, but that's not news in Britain. The United fans were under close scrutiny. It's doubly difficult to marshal a support that comes from far and wide. There are even Polish and Bulgarian-based United fans in Pêche. Best behaviour was imperative off the field if the players' best endeavours on the field were to succeed. On a gorgeous afternoon in Pêche, Brian Moore and Ian St John pick up the story.
Pallister. Phelan. McClare tangling. And it'll come eventually to Brown. Now for Ballock. Majori. Pecsi. This looks better for them now, though. Konya, the fullback. Could be a problem here for Manchester United. Konya, the fullback. The shot charged down there by Steve Bruce. And the first real alarm for Manchester United. And as well for them that Steve Bruce's ample body was in the way, because for a moment that looked really dicey for Manchester United. This is Say again, trying to thread the ball through to Lovac. Play on, the referee's played an advantage. Bejari. Konya. Oh, some space here now. And a corner needlessly given away there by Lee Martin, to the fury of Les Sealy. It was Ballock who looked as though he could have been in quite a reasonable shooting position himself. And then that corner, as you can see, needlessly given away. Well, Konya will take it. Pecsi with that header. The clearance by Anderson. Mejeri. Played for Brown. A rare chance to get away from Mark Hughes and come forward. McClare stopped him now, and it's too high for Hughes. It'll fall for Konya, but the whistle had gone for a free kick to Manchester United. With about 11 minutes to go to half-time. United substitutes today: Jim Leighton, Paul Ince, Mark Robbins, Russell Beardsmore, and Lee Sharp. Pallister with the kick. Bruce following it in. A throw to Pesh Munkas.
But there was an example, Brian, of two defenders just kicking the ball away. One gave it straight to the defender, another kicked out of play. I mean, there is no pressure on Manchester United, and why they just can't get the ball down and keep it among themselves, I don't know.
Pecsi making a good break. Well, that may well quicken up Manchester United's actions as Laszlo Tse, who's played normally in the midfield, but made a good break there into a good attacking position. Well, it won't go down as the most spectacular of European ties, but at the moment it's a job being done fairly competently here by Manchester United against a fairly nondescript Hungarian side, as it looks at the moment at any rate. Blackmore coming in for this one. Hughes also trying to get the ball on the return. Mezzini gets it away. In the end, is put back by Tierna to goalkeeper Bodnar. Lehota. Trying to get Lehota away, and this time they've succeeded. Could be a problem here for United. Turned his man well, the cross came in. And Bruce, in fact, put it behind in the end for the corner. But just once or twice in the last 5 or 10 minutes on the break, they've begun to look just that little bit more menacing. Webb's header away. Good long-range shot. Seeley down well. From Tierna. So we've had one shot from Tse that went over the top, that one from Tierna. The first time, really, in two ties that Seeley's been forced to make a really serious save. Donachie. Martin trying to get forward there, being pursued by Konya. Cross coming in as Clayton Blackmore. Just wide.
Well, that, I have to say, would have been... I think the linesman had his flag up. But I'm not sure, Brian, whether he was given offside or not.
Well, he doesn't seem... No, I don't think so.
No, he certainly wasn't offside because he ran from very deep. Now, that was a very good chance.
Anderson with the throw. McClare didn't get a touch with the header. Palatsky picked up by Webb. For Lee Martin on the far side. Hughes waiting in the middle. Webb's gone in there as well. Martin looking to keep possession and eventually brought down, and a free kick for Manchester United right on the edge of that Hungarian penalty area.
Yeah, this could be interesting.
This could be indeed quite interesting, Ian. Webb's gone across there. Martin's gone across there. Blackmore's in there as well.
Remembering the shot he had in the first game, I would think Clayton might fancy himself a pop at this one.
And Bodnar will be hoping it's not as embarrassing for him here as it was then.
I see Pallister's there.
Yep.
After his last effort, I think he should clear out the road.
I think he's going to do that. It's chipped by Clayton Blackmore. A splendid save, though, by Bodnar. An excellent free kick there for Manchester United by Clayton Blackmore. But an even better save by Laszlo Bodnar. Webb. McClare. Charged down by Hughes. Here's Clayton Blackmore again. A shot by him against the post. What United would have given for one there, and it may not be over yet. Hughes trying to get it in. And it goes behind for the corner. A great strike by Blackmore.
We certainly
Really has found his shooting boots these last few weeks. And it was a beautiful shot against the base of the post and out again. You would normally have expected certainly United to have withstood a fairly stormy opening first quarter of an hour, should we say, but not even that.
You couldn't imagine it back home, could you? The home team being 2-0 down and playing the way that Pecsi had been playing. I would think the crowd might have turned a little bit nasty on them. But this crowd here, as we said, is a very sleepy place, and they're just sitting watching it and, you know, seem to be quite happy with it.
Blackmore. Trying to turn the ball in now. And the header goes in from Brian McClare.
It was a lovely ball in and a delightful header by Brian McClare. So there were two of them queuing up for it, but nice header by McClare. Tucked it away in the far corner.
That's his 5th goal of the season. He's going through a good spell. He's had his problems, but he's always been a battler for Manchester United, and he's got in here forward supporting Mark Hughes well. And what a very good header that was. And once again, Bodler unable to do anything about it. And that really ends the afternoon's entertainment.
As the United players eased through with little to spare, the United fans scored an emphatic victory over those who branded and doubted them. Old Trafford secretary Ken Merritt sat amongst the supporters and watched the best-laid plans succeed.
We've been out here since Monday. I've seen absolutely no evidence of Manchester United supporters behaving any other way but most exemplary fashion. They've been very good here, they've been very good in town. The Hungarian people have been very friendly. I think, you know, nothing could have been improved.
Leslie Walker, you've been advising Manchester United on behalf of the Football Association. Is it all gone according to plan?
Yes, it has. Obviously, this is going to be a difficult one because the first one back and nobody knew quite what to expect, how many fans might turn up. We're very anxious, obviously, that it went well from the very beginning because that would set the tone for future matches. All in all, we've had a good time. I think the fans have enjoyed themselves. They've got a good result. We've had no trouble in the town. And hopefully they'll go home now and won't celebrate too much on the way home.
Brian, what does it mean to the players to bring so many supporters to such an outpost of European football?
Oh, we're delighted with the amount of people that turned up. I mean, we had a difficult enough time getting here, so I can't imagine how difficult it was for them.
I mean, there's been a lot of responsibility on the players in many ways, but even more on the supporters.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point. That we're on a trial basis, I suppose, and the supporters behave themselves. It'll look good for the future. I'm delighted to say that I think they came out, enjoyed themselves, and were well behaved.
I mean, everything rests on ourselves and Aston Villa to get through and to progress, and if we can both be successful, then probably hopefully they'll let some more in. If we'd have got knocked out in the first round, it would have been a devastating blow. And I said in the first place, if we let a 2-goal lead disappear, we'd probably need our backsides kicking a wee bit.
Well, you brought several hundred fans all this distance. How many are you going to take if you get drawn in Holland or Germany or somewhere?
Well, that's right. I mean, we've got 300 fans here, and when you have to get a permit or to get in, so other European countries, hopefully we'll take a few more and have a great atmosphere and a good time in Europe.
I think it might be a good return home, don't you? Our return to